Welcome back, guys, to another issue of Comic Corner. This is issue 9. It's Grimm Works Comic Talk.
That's right.
It's last week's floppies, list for tomorrow's comics, and a trade back we think you should read.
Trade back review.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to sell it on him. Be like, you should read this.
You should read it. Honestly, this one is this not like any of the other ones weren't good. This one's just, I think, a little more for superhero fans. I think it's something you'll like. Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of straightforward. But
I mean, the thing is, with all trade backs we come, I mean, we've been reading comics for so long. I mean, we start, but we can't get away from them. It's like that first girlfriend or that bad drug. You know what I mean?
That's the thing is, like, I was away from comics for like 3 years after I had left my job at the comic shop.
That's right. He does have comic shop experience.
Yeah, I did work at one of the largest comic shops in Texas.
I would say the largest.
But since I worked there for, I guess 2 or 3 years, I think about 3 years, I was kind of burnt out on comics and didn't want anything to do with them. So
yeah, it's kind of like when you learn what the hot dog's made out of.
Yeah, lips and assholes. You don't like it anymore.
You're like, I'm not gonna eat a hot dog for a while, right? Yeah. But then summer comes. It's like, you know what? I eat a hot dog.
Yeah, every once in a while, no matter how much you may take a break from hot dogs, you end up getting a hot dog. Once every 6 months or so.
Yeah. I remember because you stopped buying comics completely, but you always picked up a trade bag here and there to just keep up.
Well, that was no. Actually, once I left, I had such a big backlog of actual floppies that I hadn't read because I just kept getting them when I was working there, and I just had a backlog, didn't want to touch it. And same thing with my graphic novels. I have a stack of graphic novels this big that I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of them, to be honest with you.
I got boxes and boxes. If you guys can see the mess around us, realize that I have boxes of collectibles, comics, and trade bags.
Yeah, but
just a lot of.
I recently got back in just because DC Rebirth kind of rekindled that love of comics again, and I've kind of been, because of this show, it's forced me to read things that I maybe wouldn't read. Some things like our first floppy right here.
We don't have the same taste, so I was like, dude, we can't just review whatever we like. We got to kind of we got conversation, right?
Which there was 2 comics that are garbage that we read.
Yeah,
just don't read them. We're not even going to mention them. But what we are going to mention is a honorable mention for this week, which is Deathstroke number 23, I believe.
Yeah, it's the second part to the reimagining of Deathstroke. The whole Deathstroke wants to be good.
Yeah. I'm a hero.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Deathstroke fan because him and Deadpool kind of go hand in hand. And I always thought he was DC's answer for Captain America. It's like, let's take your Boy Scout and make it everything he's not supposed to be.
But I thought the Boy Scout, everything he wasn't supposed to be, was Punisher for Marvel.
No, I'm talking about how DC stole Captain America and made him Deathstroke. They almost have the same power and almost the same background. The soldiers that came on and they gave him a serum and he has super strength and something agility. Never got that power to be more agile or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's just that you're faster than the normal.
He was a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So Deathstroke to me is a mix of Captain America and Deadpool. Okay. And that's why I like him because you know me, DC doesn't have much that I follow. But enough of the characters. We talk to the comic. The comic's good. Yeah. You get into it. You start seeing the struggles of him having to think a little bit more than what he's used to. Because when you're a mercenary, you know what, kill everything, and you have to really suffer the consequences because your job there is to destroy. But now he's trying to do it amicable. Is that a word?
Amicably is like when it's like they use it like in breakup terms where everything's on good terms. Yeah,
that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to work for the government. He's trying to stop the bad guy, but without stopping the bad guy.
I guess. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I think of him now? The guys that give you the papers that you've been served. That's why I saw that in this comic. It's good. It's good because you have his sons kind of going like, "What is he doing?" He's like, they don't believe that he could turn good.
Yeah.
And he's partnered up with his ex-wife, so it's that whole, I hate you, but I know you're good, and you're the weapon I need.
Yeah.
And the best part of this comic is they hint in a character that usually I know him for the Teen Titans. I don't know his history. I don't know nothing about him. I watched the animated Teen Titans and I read a couple Teen Titans, and he pops up from now on. And they're trying to make him a little bit more serious, I think. What'd you think of it?
Yeah, I mean he's always been serious. Well, here's the thing. This particular character plays a very big part in a book from like 15 years ago called Identity Crisis. He's a really big part in it. If you know anything about Identity Crisis, there is where they kind of hinted that he has like a multiple personality. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they show that more in this comic. I want to know what the hell's going on in terms of what they're doing with him. Like what is this leading to?
Yeah, what's his purpose of being in the comic?
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's like left field out there.
Yeah, and it's so weird because it's a story that continues from the first one, but barely, and it's kind of self-contained more than anything. And then the ending is like, okay, he's gonna play a bigger part as a villain in terms of later on down the road. I just want to see how much later on down the road.
Yeah, because it looks like Deathstroke knows him very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, team book. Is he not good? Little good action scenes and the return of an oddball character.
Yeah.
So pick it up, guys. I recommend it. Plus, Deathstroke's cool. Well, let's get to another one that was interesting.
Yeah.
It was, again, like last week's, we brought you a little bit of piece of the Hellboy world. It seems to be the same with this. If you're not up to date in the Hellboy world, you kind of seem lost. But it is its story on its own.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I see him. What did I tell you? He was like Kato.
Yeah.
First of all, it's Lobster Johnson.
Yeah, it's Lobster Johnson
from the pages of Hellboy. I think that's what
yeah, but it's the subtitle is Mangekyo. I'm assuming it's Japanese.
Oh, Japanese. I think he's Japanese. I mean, they don't. Yeah. He doesn't take off the mask.
Yeah.
And if you don't know Hellboy, like I don't know this character. I bought it because it said it was 1930s. Set in the 1930s.
Yeah.
And deeds with the Hellboy world. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the past.
Yeah, and I think since this is like issue 31 technically, it says on the inside that it's 31 in a series. They've strayed away from Hellboy, and he's built into his own character. Yeah,
this is what I saw him. I saw him as Kato, or I remember if Kato was Japanese. I don't want to be like all Asians the same.
I don't think so. I think he was Chinese.
He was Chinese?
I think so.
Japanese Kato.
But Kato's, I think. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna look this up. But tell me more about the comic.
Think of it as a detective comic. Anything like Batman, The Shadow, that kind of style of darkness, but with Asian culture. If you guys know anything about Asian stuff, they bring out some Japanese demons and the yokai and stuff like that. And the art is fantastic. I'm a sucker for Japanese art. The demon faces and the mask that the ninjas wear.
Yeah, the oni masks and all that stuff.
Oni masks. And
so am I. As much as I don't seem like it because I don't like a lot of like anime and things like that. I really am into like.
But I mean, the difference between Asian culture and ancient. And then anime is like two.
Yeah, exactly. So
this is like traditional Asian culture, like the stuff you get tatted on.
Yeah, exactly.
The stuff you see in art museums and shit like that. Like the lady that wears the yokai and the monkeys that run around with the oni mask and the whole Lobster Johnson actually looks real cool.
Yeah.
Other than he has a giant ass fucking lobster as his symbol.
I mean, that's weird. I don't know why he chose that, but it's a.
I think it's a throwback to the 30s.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, he sounds like a tough guy. He's like Lobster Johnson.
I'm Lobster Johnson.
Exactly. I don't think he has powers though, right? He's just a detective.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems like he's just a detective.
I know Hellboy. You know Hellboy World, so you throw me a bone.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Lobster Johnson, I remember when he first came out. Like, he's a fairly new character. He only has 31 issues. Like, he's within the last 2 or 3 years when I was working at Heroes of Fantasy. So I remember seeing it, and I was like, this is so weird, but it's Mignola. So I'm just kind of like...
I did
it's weird.
I was on Facebook this week, and actually Magnolia let out a little statement that he's ending everything Hellboy. He's ending Lobster Johnson. He's ending the Witchfinder. Right, that's part of the Hellboy series too. He's ending BPRD, whatever it is. But he's ending everything. And the thing is, if you're a fan of his, it all kind of comes together.
Something's gonna happen where basically he's gonna end all of Hellboy. Now, what the reason is for that, we don't know.
He kind of touched. He's like, I'm kind of running out. He's like, I wrote everything I wanted to write, and with the reboot of Hellboy and the movies and stuff, he's like, well, we're gonna see what they do with it. He gave like control of Hellboy to the movies.
That's interesting.
Like the Guillermo del Toro stuff, he was hands on. Yeah, he was like trying to write the script and everything. And
which both of them are great. If you haven't seen
they are. The Hellboy movies are anything Hellboy is good. You can't really go wrong with them. He's a fucking giant ass devil. Yeah, and detective, but it has a kid mentality.
Yeah, I love his gun, the Samaritan.
But he's like, I've done everything I want with a character. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of take a break, let people breathe on Hellboy. It's like Hellboy ain't coming back. Yeah, like he said, the Hellboy in Hell. That's it for Hellboy. Then that's why he's writing all these, and he's kind of picking them up to speed and end them. So he said that he's more of a guideline guy for the new movie. He's like, can we do this, or how does this character connect with this character, and like that. But like hands-on being there now. I think he said he's working more with the people that do the costumes to get the character
to look right.
Instead of the script and movies and shit.
Interesting.
Like that. It was a really good article. If you guys get it, it was on Dark Horse. Dark Horse, but yeah, man, you want Detective Comics, you want 1930s, and you like Asian culture, pick this comic up. Yeah,
I agree. It's
a solid read.
It's very short.
It's very short, but it's a start of it seems like a one-shot style. It's a start of a new arc. Yeah, it's good.
And I have some answers for Kato. Kato is a Japanese name.
He was Japanese?
Yes.
The character?
Yes, but he was played by a Chinese man.
He was played by Bruce Lee.
And good old 60s.
Yeah.
Didn't really give a fuck about any of that stuff. But
also, I was right.
Yeah, you are right.
He also has the same style. The whole button up black suit. Just he has goggles.
Yeah. Actually, Kato had the domino mask.
Yeah, he had the domino mask and the chauffeur's hat.
Chauffeur's hat, yeah.
Chauffeur. But yeah, guys, good detective story. Yeah. We're gonna start getting to this stuff like, can it be top pick of the week? Can it be? It was close. These next 3 comics were all close to being pick of the week. They're all good.
Yes.
But some stand out a little bit more than others.
Yeah, they're not like the last few times where we've reviewed crap and we felt like we had to
say something
about it. You know? This time, it's just we're leaving the crap out and we're giving you things that are not necessarily... It's not bad. It's just not good enough to be like a pick of the week.
Yeah, these are all good because I bought a whole bunch of other comics and I bought shit like The Return of the Phantom, which
do not.
And what else did I pick up? I picked up a lot of stuff I shouldn't have. And I know I didn't give you, but I picked up The Return of Red Riding Hood for Xenoscope.
Yeah, I don't read.
I know I didn't give you because Xenoscope is just bad. If you're not into art, you're into stories. Xenoscope is not for you.
Oh, I'm into art. It's just
it's not enough to keep you.
That is not enough. I've given Xenoscope many a chance, and they failed me. But
this was close to being my pick of the week.
Yes,
but it wasn't just because I was lost a little bit. I haven't really kept up with the Justice League, just because too many comics to pick up, and I'm poor.
I agree.
But man, this is good. This is good because I like I like team books. That's a given already. I said that so many times.
Yeah.
But I like finding out what the future holds for these heroes that think they're high and mighty.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts in the future where the world looks like it's ending.
Yeah, it looks kind of like an apocalypse, basically.
And you have a gang of teen heroes trying to find like an answer. Yeah,
it's like a grown up, or you know what? It's like Titans, not Teen Titans, but Titans.
True.
It seems more like that. It is the sons and daughters of pretty much the current Justice League.
I mean, you could guess, but they didn't say who belongs to who.
Yeah,
or who's like. By the costumes and the powers you have, you can understand. Oh, okay, it has to be like the dad. Yeah, but they don't say who's the dad and the mom.
They don't give you couples. Yeah. Spoilers. There's no way to talk about this thing without spoilers.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be weird because.
Well, that's the thing is, spoilers. If you don't want to, hear about this, you're looking forward to reading this. Go ahead and skip a few minutes because
it's gonna be before we get to spoilers and deep into them. Mm-hmm. It's a good read. It's a good team book. Mm-hmm. It shows you that not everything turns out to be sunshines and rainbows, and everything has a consequence. Mm-hmm. So it's a good read. If you're a fan of the Titans and the Justice League, go ahead and pick it up.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1. Spoilers, and then we're gonna talk. You can skip about maybe 5 minutes or so.
Or until you see another comic pop up.
Until you see another comic pop up. But so 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. All right. The big bad guy apparently is Aquaman.
But it's just not Aquaman. It's like Justice League put together Aquaman.
It's beefed up Aquaman.
I don't think I've ever seen Aquaman look so fucking badass.
I mean, I have because I like Aquaman.
Let me just put a picture in you guys' head. Mm-hmm. It's regular Aquaman combined with Cyborg's body because, so far in the future, someone has to stay alive.
Yes.
And he wields a fucking ring. Mm-hmm. A light ring. I was like, what?
Yeah, he actually, if you look at it and you look at the symbol, and if you're a nerd like me about Green Lantern stuff, it's actually a Black Lantern ring. So somehow he's able to harness the power of death to keep him alive along with Cyborg.
See, that's body. What I was thinking. That's how he has his subconscious. Mm-hmm. Is that the black ring is keeping him alive inside Cyborg's body. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he can control water yet.
I mean, not necessarily.
Because we don't see much of him. Yeah. You see him establish himself as a bad guy. Yeah. Because you have, like I said, you have these young teens scared of someone. Mm-hmm. Actually, they're scared of two people. Yes. I don't know who the second person is.
The second person is a new character called Sovereign.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. But he's not interesting. He seems to be like a bigger bad guy than Arthur. Yeah. This is how I saw it. Arthur Curry was, or is the bad guy, but he's like that necessary bad guy. Mm-hmm. He's like, you guys don't understand what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. It seems like I'm doing bad, but I'm trying to find a way to save everything.
Yeah, it seems like he's like an anti-hero. He's like behind the scenes.
But he looks like a fucking badass.
He does. One of the things that interested me, because I'm such a fucking nerd for Green Lantern, they mentioned something called Lightfall. After the Lightfall. And I was like, well, what the hell does that mean? Because there's nothing been referenced like that in DC. There's been a lot of things like Blackest Night. There's been things like The Wrath of the First Lantern, The Phantom Lantern, Relic, like all these different things.
DC's done that though. Yes. Like before the Blackest Night arc, I remember reading a couple of books and they're like, the Blackest Night happened. You're like, what the hell is that? So it looks like they're hinting to something coming up for the Lantern Squad.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, because they are introducing the whole first Guardian and the first Lantern with the rainbowness and all that. So that might be something coming up your way.
I'm hoping because I'm a huge fan of.
Which in the Teen Squad, there's 2 lanterns. None of them are green.
In the Teen Squad,
yeah, it was a red lantern. And it was a yellow light. It was a red light and a yellow light. I don't know if they're at how they work. Yeah. They didn't have rings.
Yeah. So that's
that shit came out like magic. Yeah. Like it they coming out.
And I have a thing because there's 2 Green Lanterns in the Justice League as of right now, Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. and they've both been exposed to the Phantom Ring, so it's possible that could have messed with their physiology. Maybe they had kids. One of them's red. One of them's. They may have had multiple kids that go across the spectrum. I'm fucking nerding out, man, because I fucking love this kind of shit.
That's why it wasn't pick of the week, because there's too many unanswered questions.
And it kind of reminds me, if you remember Bendis's run on Avengers, when they were doing like the 0.1 stuff. 12.1 was the prelude to Age of Ultron, and it's not anything regarding the movie Age of Ultron. It's just its own thing.
It was the actual writing of the good stuff.
Yeah, it was a good thing. Age of Ultron movie sucked, but it sucked. It was bad. But the thing was, it kind of gave you a hint of this dystopian world with Ultron, and it kind of seems like, actually, Brian Hitch, who was the artist on that particular issue, is actually the writer of this right here.
So you think he's biting a little bit off it?
I think he had maybe extra ideas that he was working out with Bendis, and Bendis was like, I don't see that in here, but feel free to use them on anything that you want to do.
And he's like,
I'm on fucking DC. I'm working with Justice League.
He's like, I don't want to be an artist. Time to be a writer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and the artist is Fernando Pasarin or something like that.
Oh, the art's really good.
The art's awesome. I haven't seen his art in a very long time, and I was proud to see it. And it looks like we're heading into our 5-minute mark. Either way, go ahead and read this book. It is good. It has a lot of questions.
Yeah, because it turns out you have the Titans kind of versus the Justice League.
Yeah.
Because they think that the Justice League kind of fucks up the world or something.
Yeah, something happens where the Justice League undoes the world. But that is the closing of our review for that.
Pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. Just pick it up. DC is bringing me a lot of battle books. I don't think I've ever seen this much action coming out of DC. DC's always been more of a reader, character development, you know, whatever.
I think they're gearing up because they have the metal coming up, which is they're going to be one of their big things.
I don't even know, but like stuff like the Superman stuff and the stuff like this and the stuff like in the Titans and the Deathstroke, it's just fight scenes, man. They're just fucking delicious, bloody fight scenes. And I was like, and I'm looking at the Marvel side of the comics of the racks when I go to the comics. I was like, you're not giving me enough.
Marvel's fucking up, to be honest with you. I'm sorry.
I mean, Venomverse has been letting me down. They gave me Ghost Rider, and it was the dullest goddamn story ever.
It's Edge of Venomverse.
Doesn't matter.
It's possible it could be better. Hey,
come on.
I'm one of the.
All right. Let's just picture it. I'm gonna picture what goes through my head. You know, like. I mean, we're grown-ups now, but when we were in like middle school and high school, everybody read comics. Yeah. And you're all like, oh man, could you imagine if this dude got this dude's powers? And you started making all this shit like, oh, he will be unstoppable, he'll be a fucking badass, right? Yeah. It's like, what happens if a fucking Wolverine and combined with like someone else, and you're like, he wouldn't be touched. And they're giving me that. They're giving me, all right, what happens if fucking Ghost Rider got the Venom suit and became that much stronger? And what happens if what do they do? They give you a fucking dull story that you're like, garbage.
Yeah. Honestly, I was reading it and I was like, I don't know if I should read this, but I kept reading it.
The only one that's been good was X-23. That was it. That was...
Out of the three, that's probably been the strongest.
And that's because they gave me what I wanted. Yeah. You gave someone that has the bloodlust a bigger weapon. She just won't fucking whoop it. Yeah. But yeah, Marvel's fucking up, and DC's giving me that gore and that action and that fights and hero versus hero, villain versus villain. It's just delicious. Yeah. And this gets talking about. You know, I just talk shit about Marvel and shit. Talking about they're not giving me enough action and everything.
And then they give you an action book.
I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite. Alright?
We all do it one time or another.
Because I'm a fucking Hulk fan. And they gave me the Hulk versus the fucking Hulk.
Yeah, it's Generations. Totally Awesome Hulk versus... Oh, and The Incredible Hulk is what it is.
Yeah, well, it's called Banner Hulk.
Banner Hulk, there you go, yeah. But yeah, it's Generations. Since this is your pick of the week, go ahead and break it down. Pick of the week.
Alright, so Amadeus... Fuck, I'm so bad with names. Amadeus Cho?
Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus Cho.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go with... Okay, Amadeus Cho. Yeah, it's Cho. Alright, so in Marvel, he's the Hulk now. And he thinks he's the best Hulk because he's fucking super smart. He's like, I could control this.
Yes.
Right? He's been going around the comics saying, oh, you know, Hulk's nothing.
I'm totally awesome.
Yeah, he's totally awesome. He could transform at will. He knows how to control it and shit. He's like, I don't know why Banner was having such a hard time with this. Yeah. Something happens. He sends him where Bruce Banner's still alive and he's still in the Hulk. Yeah. And he's in the middle. If you guys ever read any Hulk comic, you know that General Ross is always trying to hunt him down. So Animus totally awesome Hulk gets just put in. He was like leaping, and he just like, I was in New York, now I'm in the middle of the desert, and there's like a war scene going on. Yeah, this General Ross trying to take down Bruce Banner Hulk. Don't cut it short real quick. He finds out that being a Hulk is more than just trying to control the beast. Yeah. I'm guessing he didn't get a chance to talk to Bruce Banner before he stopped being the Hulk, and I know Bruce Banner's dead in the comics now. So he gets to see the other side of Hulk, the actual beastness of the rage, the anger that is the Hulk. And it's cool because he's trying to tell fucking Bruce Banner, because Bruce Banner's like, you know, you can't control this. Hulk isn't something you can control. Yeah. Hulk is something that just happens. Even if you have your rage controlled, if you have your anger controlled, there's no way, because he's always in the back of the mind like a different identity. And there's always that, because once you're in the Hulk comics, you know that Bruce Banner and the Hulk were two different things, same body. Yeah. So they start fighting. They start fighting, trying to save the same people. Yeah. It's fucking weird and fun. Yeah, because like, Bruce Banner is like, they're the bad guy, we gotta destroy him. Yeah. And Cho's like, you don't have to use this much violence. Yeah. He's like, I'll go and use the smart, I'll use my brain to stop them. You get the civilians out of the place. And it turns out that once you provoke any Hulk, it's gonna be smash time. Yeah. It's gonna be Hulk time. It's gonna be what does he say?
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash, right?
Yeah,
it's Hulk smash time. Yeah. But and Banner's like, you're a fool. Yeah. You think you can control the Hulk, you can't. So they duke it out for a couple of pages. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, and then there's another monster that shows up. Nobody that should know, but it's a monster that shows up, and this is the monster makes Cho realize that Hulk is a monster. Yeah, this whole thing is Cho thinks he's better than Banner because he thinks he can control it, but Banner says no matter what you do, you're always going to be, the Hulk is gonna be there, and you're gonna sometimes control it, or sometimes you're just gonna take over, and you're no better than me, so I don't know what you were thinking, but get over it. He thinks the Hulk's a gift, while Banner always knew it was a curse. Yeah. And is this a one-shot? Are these one-shots? Yes, the generations are going to be one-shots. Because it's just future meets past, and just because you're in the future don't mean you can't get rid of the past. That's why I saw it. It's like, learn from fucking other people that done it. Yeah. Don't think you're above them, because they've been in it for a while. Yeah, I thought it was a really good comic as well. So if you like the Hulk, you like fight scenes, you like little fucking fuck kids realizing that they ain't all that, pick the shit up. It's good. Yeah, and they're also and at the end of the episode, they say at the end of the issue, they say that the following issue is going to be Return to Planet Hulk, and Planet Hulk was a really good run. I'm not a huge Hulk fan. I think he's kind of lame, but World War Hulk was just one of the best shit. World War Hulk was really good, and Planet Hulk was like a whole year of comics that was really, really good. You got your deep. You got in deep because they gave Hulk a son. They gave Bruce Banner control over the kind of the beast, where he could actually speak. Yeah, he was a fucking something something on Planet Hulk. Like it's just like an energy there that made him control the Hulk, and the Hulk could actually be useful instead of just a raging monster. Yeah, and they gave him a family, and they took it away, and it was all emotion. It's awesome. It's really, really good. But other than Wolverine versus Hulk, that's another good Hulk. Yeah, because I'm with him. A lot of people don't know how to write the Hulk. A lot of people, it's just a monster. But World War Hulk and Planet Hulk
It's
always been good. And Wolverine vs. Hulk is just fucking badass because it's gore and going each other.
Yeah, if you see if you get the Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk, if you get that series, a 6-part series, really bloody, drawn, I believe, by Lionel Yu. So it's really good art.
We might cover it. I know it's a trade back. I might have it. I know I had the singles.
I think you did have it.
I had the singles and I had the trade back because it was just that damn good.
Yeah.
It's like Old Man Logan. Yeah. Old Man Logan, I have the singles and the trade back because if you don't give these company enough money to be like, hey, they're actually reading it, let's keep writing it.
Yeah.
You know, that was a good thing though. No, they fucked up Old Man Logan. But anyways.
Vote with your wallet, people.
Fuck yeah, you know what? Action, Hulk, and teaches people a lesson.
Yeah, actually really good.
Let's get to Roman's pick of the week.
Yeah, this is my pick of the week.
Which this was gonna be my pick of the week for the first half. The second half I wouldn't even fucking care about.
The first half was just reprints, but it is the New Gods special #1. Basically, what they're doing here is setting up the New Gods. There's going to be a bunch of different one-shots after this.
Yeah, it sounds like DC is celebrating
Jack
Kirby's birthday. 100 years.
100 years, yeah. He's been dead for nearly 20, I think. But either way, it's a very good comic, honestly. Not so much on the writing, like the writing is very simple and gets the point across. But what it does, I like it so much, is it gives you these characters that you don't know about. A lot of people don't know about the New Gods. They don't know about all they really know about New Gods, if they know anything, is Darkseid, which is cool.
Darkseid is the best.
What is it? What does he say? Darkseid is. So
yeah.
The thing is with this comic is it introduces you to pretty much a bigger cast of characters. They introduce you to Apocalypse, which Darkseid is from, and New Genesis, where the Highfather is from.
Nope. Now Roman had explained to me they're equals. Yes. Think of it as light and dark.
Yes.
Night and day.
Very much so.
Yeah. They're at war.
Yes. Apocalypse, Darkseid and Apocalypse is always trying to just beat New Genesis. The only thing is they had a treaty, and the treaty was that they switch sons. Darkseid had a son, and so did Highfather. Now they had this thing where it was like, it's a treaty, but we're also gonna pretty much do an experiment: nature versus nurture. If you're born from evil, does that mean that you're evil, or can you be turned good? And the vice versa. If you're born from good, can you be good, or can you still be evil? And it's a thing that's in comics, but Jack Kirby really made it like a big deal with these characters. So yeah. Orion is Darkseid's son that was given to Highfather, and Calabac is Highfather's son that was given to Darkseid. And basically you see that Orion still has the rage of Apocalypse and of Darkseid.
He has that evil within.
Yes, but the thing is, he still knows right from wrong. So is it truly nature for nurture?
See, that's what I know Darkseid. I never Orion. They kind of, if you read Darkseid, they touch upon him. Same thing as his son. Oh, his half son, or what the fuck they're calling it, Calabac. Calabac. So they give Orion Darkseid's rage, and they give Calabac his lust for love. That's the way I saw it. Or not lust for approval.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not necessarily lust for approval. It's
no, just... man. Like if you ever watch any cartoon or you ever read any fucking comic, that dude is Calabac's always wanted to fucking Darkseid be like, "You're a good son. I'm proud of you."
But he also is doing it for a selfish gain because he wants to be Darkseid.
True. I mean, he wants to be, because you know that he's fucking evil. But he's always looking for like Darkseid to be like, "You did good, son. I'm proud of you."
Yeah.
And he never does it because, you know.
And again, is that something that he craves because he knows that he's the Highfather son? Is it, again, nature versus nurture?
Yeah, but I was trying to see what he gets from the Highfather, because Orion, gets his decisions of good and bad from New Genesis.
Yeah, but he also gets.
But he gets that strength, that anger, that fucking rage from his father, from the blood.
Yes.
What does Calabac get?
The Calabac is the outwardly dark side. You know, he's outwardly strong, but on the inside he crumbles. While Orion is perceived to be a very physically appealing character. He's
turns out to lie though.
He's handsome, but on the inside he still has darkness. So they're literally the inverses of each other.
See, that was cool because they touched on that. He was like, his appearance is something that people like. Turns out he's not as pretty as he is.
Yeah, he uses the mother box. Again, if you know anything about New Genesis, mother boxes are these godly weapons that can pretty much do anything.
Pretty much.
So he basically uses it to turn back to his what everybody sees as like, you know, the chiseled face,
the handsome dude.
But it's just good because honestly, they're bringing back these characters that are really, really. They can do very good stories with them. It's just you need the right people behind them, and I think they may have struck it with this guy. But they're also doing specials. Like there's going to be one focusing just on Darkseid. One that I'm super excited about is Sandman, and not the Neil Gaiman Sandman that we did a review on with the trade back. This is Sandman from like the 40s, where he's like in a bright yellow and red costume. He goes through people's dreams. He's super fucking weird. He solves murders. He's totally messed up in the best way, and I love him.
I'm waiting for the Darkseid.
I'm waiting for Sandman.
The fight scenes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, again?
I was reading and you're just reading. You're like, oh shit! You start rubbing yourself. You're like,
yep.
Damn, that hurt me from reading.
Yeah,
because there's one
gets fucked up.
There's one scene. Not even that is when they turn on Orion's anger and he goes to his homie like nothing. His homie's like, you know, we should get out of here. He just goes.
Yeah.
And you had that little fucking
snap.
I was like, fuck. And you see the dude with his twisted hand. I was like, shit. That was just good action scenes. Yeah. So, I didn't pick it as pick of the week because I don't know the characters that much. Yeah. Like I said, I'm waiting for Darkseid because Darkseid is the one I do know. The art is fantastic until he gets into the old shit. I
mean, it's Kirby. I mean, Kirby is good because he could churn out pages like a son of a bitch, and he can get the points across for a lot of things. But he's not super detail orientated. I mean, he was a artist during the 40s, so it is going to be a little more clean cut in terms of not as much detail, but it's all there.
But I do like the nostalgia where like this is where it started, and this is people forget that comics has evolved so much, even from us when we were reading in the 90s as little kids or the 80s as little kids. I found one of the old Spider-Man I have. One of them my older brother gave. Have you seen that cover where he's all metal, right? Yeah. So I found that one. That was something my older brother loved. Yeah. That in his Spawn comics. And I was looking through it and I was like, was this really the art we grew up? I was like, it's weird art.
Yeah, because everything's not like anatomically correct. Everybody like has like these weird poses, like these impossible poses.
And the colors are so fitted because you use that old paper, and
which I love that old paper.
And they don't pop as much, but the stories were good and stuff like that. Anyway, it's good nostalgia at the end. And you know, you gotta praise the dudes that paid the way to have the stuff we have now. So I'm guessing Marvel will do something like that when fucking eventually Stan Lee goes and be with his heroes. But that's it for our review of our floppies. Yeah, pick them up, guys. A lot of action this week. You guys like the action this week? I mean, good stories, but a lot of action. I'm fucking happy for it. Yep. But that was this week's walking. We're gonna get into a little bit more action, a little bit more stories. This week's trade back, and that's gonna be Image's Invincible. How would you describe this?
How would I describe this? It's the son of Superman, basically, but he is a mix between Peter Parker and I should just say it's like Peter Parker, where you are looking at this kid that is just finding out he's having these powers, and he has the greatest superhero as a father.
That's how what I would picture it too.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that since it's a independent book, they can do things that you normally wouldn't do in a big 2 book, and it gets very, very bloody very, very fast.
It does.
So
and the story's really good.
Yeah, the story gets like more fucked up as time goes on.
True.
Like it starts off super innocent. If you read this, it's fairly innocent until like the last few pages of this. The second graphic novel after this, a fucking left turn into nowhere. You're kind of like, I thought this was going one way, it's completely going another. But this one in particular sets up the whole world, and that there's other superheroes that people would know, but they're trying to keep a secret identity. Kind of all those things.
Yeah, the way I picture it is, it's following a teenager that has the greatest superhero as a dad.
Yes.
So how do you compete?
Exactly.
And for the longest time, he's like, I'm going to get powers. I know I'm going to get powers. But when are they going to come in so I could be a hero?
Yes.
And it finally does. They finally kick in. Mm-hmm. It was just fucking cool because the mom's human. And she's like, how'd you guys day go? She's like, oh, you know, I saved the world and I've been trapped and all this shit. She's like, oh, that's good to hear. You guys want some dinner?
Yeah.
I was like, that is the best thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way I read it is this dude thought it was going to be easy to be a hero.
Yeah.
Because he sees his dad do it. He's like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Turns out, if you don't have control of your powers and you know what you're doing, you're going to fuck up, and you're going to fuck up a lot.
Yeah, and this is why, like, it's like, this is why it's like Spider-Man, because he's a hero, he's a teenager, and he's trying to learn these powers as he goes along. But he has Superman's basic powers. He's super strong,
super strength,
super speed, all these kinds of things. The thing is, he is still half human, so he's like half Kryptonian, if you would like compare it to something. So he's not as strong as his dad, so there's limitations. And again, this one is kind of on the up and up. It seems like a little, like a more happy-go-lucky until, like I said, those last few pages.
It's a coming-of-age story.
Yeah. And this has been going on for quite a while. I think it's like in the 130s or 130s, 140s in terms of like where it is right now. And it's almost going to end. Basically, Robert Kirkman, who we should know from The Walking Dead, writes this comic as well. And he said that he's going to end Invincible. Like, this is, I think right now is going on the last...
Robert Kirkman looks like he wants to take a vacation. He wants to end everything he's doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't blame him, because there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
He has 3 different comics at the moment.
Walking Dead,
Invincible, and then another one called Outcast, I believe.
Okay, Outcast is probably still going on. That one's kind of fresh.
Yeah, that one's like in the 40s or so. But yeah, Invincible, I would say just pick it up just because...
It's good. It's addicting. Yes. You're going to want to finish reading all. It was so good that I read the first one a while back at a library. It was so good. And I wanted the second part. And then I realized that they sell the...
Compendiums.
And there was, it was around Christmas time. There was... One of the comic shops, I forgot which one. I know it wasn't Heroes, but one of the comic shops was having a sale because the books are usually like $60-something, $70-something dollars. It's like get it for $30. I was like, sold.
Too good a deal.
And I finished. Is it 6 volumes?
Yeah, it's about 49 or 50 issues.
Right?
Yeah.
Finished that in like 3 days. That's how good it got.
Yeah,
because it gets dark. It gets even more bloody. It gets super emotional. You're all like, I can't believe they could do this with their main heroes. Yeah. And you're all like, damn, Image. But then again, Image is known for that. Image is like, they give the writers full control what they want to do. They don't care what they're going to put out. Yeah. But Tom McFarlane was just talking about it. Is like, I made this with a group of people because the main two put too much red tape. You can't write what you feeling. You can't write your character to the fullest if you have to be like, oh, I can't do this and I couldn't do that. So they made Image and he was like, go. go do what you gotta do, write what you gotta write, and they don't hold back.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Some of these things you gotta put down the comic, take a breath, and be like, all right, that just happened.
I will guarantee that the first one is going to be like, oh, okay, that was good. So you'll pick up the second one, and once you pick up the second one, the second graphic novel, you are gonna immediately go back to the store and get the third one. Because that's what happened to me. Bought this one, I was like, okay, cool. The next time I was in a comic book shop, probably about a week later, I picked up 2. I finished it that day and went back and got the third one because I was like, I need to finish. I need to start catching up, and I haven't caught up just yet because there's so many. But honestly,
I think there's three already of those big books that come.
I think there's 2 of those compendiums because it's past 100. These kind of single ones that gather up 4 to 6 issues each. I think they're like at 17 volumes already.
Yeah, so it's getting there.
Yeah, and then they have hardcovers that are like 12 issues each, and they're up to like 8 or something. So it's a long series, but they go so many weird, fucked up places that you should read.
It's good to follow. Yes. But that's going to be our reviews for floppies and traybacks. I hope you guys pick them up. If you do, let us know in the comments of this YouTube video. I forgot we're bringing to you on classic YouTube.
Yep.
But yeah, man, let us know what you guys are reading, what you think we should read as a trade bag. Any trade bags, you can be like, hey guys, you should pick this up and review it. Let us know.
Yep.
Make sure to follow us on all social medias: Twitter's, Instagram, Facebook. I'm working on Snapchat, I guess, because that's the thing.
Yeah, Snapchat is going to be a bit different for us, but we'll figure it out.
Snapchat is weird. I mean, I don't know. But YouTube, and we have other podcasts, so you can go follow us on SoundCloud and iTunes. Just search Grimworks. We're the guys with the skulls and the 4-leaf clovers in the eyes.
Yep.
But make sure to like and put in the little notifications, let YouTube know that you guys are watching us, so we can make me maybe in the future work some deals and bring you better content than a wall in a corner and whatever.
Yeah, maybe we could do different reviews, or maybe we can review different things like, I don't know, maybe we can unbox shit for you. Who knows?
Yeah, you know what? We're going to stay with this format because classic YouTube is better. Yeah. But we could bring you a lot more stuff that my wallet can reach.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, and then click that little bell next to subscribe.
Talk to us. We want to see what you guys are reading. What you guys think
if you think there's something we should pick up for the week, or a trade back that we should review, you want our thoughts on it, go ahead and let us know.
But as always, before we end this video, Mr. Roman here is going to read you down. The comments are coming to you tomorrow.
Yes, and if you do not have a YouTube account and don't want to leave a comment, go ahead and reach us by our email, citypod88@gmail.com, and in the comments, go ahead and put in the title, put comics.
Or floppies.
Or floppies. I'll know. Don't worry about it. But let's get started for tomorrow's stuff here. And it looks like we're starting off with Marvel. All New Wolverine 23, Amazing Spider-Man number 31, Captain America 25, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe Again number 3.
Yes.
Defenders number 4, Edge of Venom verse 4, Generations, Phoenix and Jean Grey number 1.
I don't know about that. I've never been a Phoenix or Jean Grey kind of person.
Maybe it'll change you around with like it did with the Hulk.
Maybe.
You never know. Speaking of Hulk number 9, Inhumans Once Future Kings number 1.
I want to get that. I want to get the Inhumans. I know there's so much hype for Inhumans right now.
Yeah. I wonder if this is Inhumans or if this is something that is taken off of the
TV show or the movie show. The TV show.
But it looks like it's just going to be another Inhuman, so I'm down to read that.
Sure.
Jean Grey number 5, Miss Marvel number 21, Old Man Logan number 27.
I want to read that Old Man Logan.
Oh yeah,
the Hulk series. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Rocket number 4, Secret Empire number 8, which I believe that is the end of that shitty.
Nope, it's 10.
It's 10. Fucking Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I think that's.
Stop it, Marvel. This comic sucks.
I think that's their summer event. They're just gonna end up and go straight to the.
I don't know who's reading it. I want to look at the numbers to see who's actually reading that. But Secret Wars number 5, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 11, Star Wars Rogue One, Cassian and K. Chuso. Special number 1? I have no idea. True Believers Kirby 100th Groot number 1. True Believers Kirby 100th Introducing Mighty Thor number 1. True Believers Kirby 100th Thor versus Hulk number 1. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 23. Venom 153.
I'll pick that up and see what's going to go down with that.
And then Zombies Assemble 2 number 1.
Boy,
that looks like crap. But that's it for Marvel, and we're gonna head over to DC. So, Action Comics 985.
Is that the fight one?
That is not the fight one. It looks like... Actually, it might be.
That's the one that Lex Luthor's completed,
yes,
right?
It was, yeah. So, Eye of Destruction Part 1. Superman finds himself side by side with Lex Luthor once more, but his former foe truly committed to being a hero, or is it just a ruse to gain the Man of Steel's trust? Yeah. As world events point to something dark in the horizon, the mysterious Dr. Oz makes his final move against the Man of Tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Yeah, might pick that up. Batgirls and the Birds of Prey number 13. Detective Comics 962. Flash number 28, which I think is... Ooh, Negative Part 1.
That's the start of the New York?
It seems like it's the start of a new arc.
Alright, maybe we'll check it out.
Maybe we'll check that out. Gotham Academy, second semester, number 12. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, number 26. Now, this is starting a new arc. And speaking of the New Gods, it actually involves the New Gods.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's called Fall of the Gods, Part 1.
Is that why they're I mean...
They were, before in the New 52, there was an arc where the New Gods came and tried to take the rings of the Green Lanterns. So It looks like it's the second part to this. Oh, yeah, if anything, I'll lend you the graphic novel. I have that.
Ooh, future content coming in the future.
That's right. Harley Quinn number 25, which I believe is an anniversary issue. It is. Justice League of America number 12. Justice League Power Rangers number 5. Mr. Miracle number 1. So that's cool. Another New Gods thing. I like that they're fucking doing this New Gods stuff, baby. It's getting me excited.
Which one is it? Oh,
Mr. Miracle number 1.
Is that the one where I asked you, like, he's gonna die?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how did I pick that up too?
Yeah, New Superman number 14, Newsboy Legion and Super Commandos number 1, which I believe is the New Gods as well. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 13, which is part of that Bizarro thing that you did like.
I do want to pick that up.
Yeah.
Oh, man, looks like this week's gonna hurt my wallet.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo Apocalypse number 16, or not Scooby-Doo, but Scooby Apocalypse number 16.
Huh.
The hell is this? Okay, it's Life or Death. What the hell?
Oh man, they're gonna kill Shaggy like they killed Archie.
Faced with a choice between the two, the Warren groups led by Scrappy and Scooby must join forces in order to survive the menacing Mega Monster. Will they survive the fights?
What? Scooby-Doo got action in it?
Yeah, or will they be absorbed into the belly of the beast forever? Then, in a special bonus story, International Mammal of Mystery Secret Squirrel is back in action.
What?
This is so fucked up.
Like Secret Squirrel from the one that used to have the hat? And it's like, what?
He has the hat, he has the domino hat, and he has the little coat. Yeah, that's Secret Squirrel.
What?
I don't know what the fuck's going on with
it sounds
DC.
interesting as fuck, right?
I'm scared. Suicide Squad number 23, Supergirl number 12, Superwoman number 13, and Titans 14.
I do want to pick up with Titans. I don't know where they're at right now, though. I think there's actually crossing over with the Teen Titans stuff, no?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Anyway, that's going to be your big two.
Those are big two, and then we have a short list for independents.
Like, there's a lot of indies that seem like garbage because everybody writes comics and everybody's getting published.
Yes.
So Roman kind of just, trying to squeeze out what people think they read or stuff we like and shit like that.
Yep.
So Roman, get on the indies list.
All right. Back to the Future number 22. Catalyst Prime, A Cell, number 3. Centipede number 2. Clue number 3. Grass Kings number 6. Harbinger Renegade number 6, Hellboy and BPRD 1955, Secret Nature, which seems interesting since we're on this Hellboy kick. Invader Zim number 22, Low number 19, Manifest Destiny number 30, which is another good comic, and maybe we might do a review since I have the trade back.
Which one?
Manifest Destiny. It's basically Lois and Clark with
the guys who found West America?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Adventurers?
Yes. And when they get to the west of the Mississippi, there is floral or flowers, things of that nature, that you should not eat because something happens if you do.
Oh man, it's a trip comic. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the founding of acid.
Yeah, it's so weird. But continuing, Mighty Mouse number 3, Quake Champions number 1. I don't know why I put that on there, just because maybe I have a soft spot for the Quake video game, and this is pretty much what it is.
No.
Riverdale number 5, Shadow number 1, Sovereigns number 4, Tank Girl, World War Tank Girl number 4.
Why'd you want to pick those up? I'm a fan of Tank Girl.
Hopefully there's a trade back soon. Hopefully it ends soon. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe number 13, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Dimension X number 2, Tekken number 3, Transformers Till All Are One number 12, Violet Love number 7, Wicked and Divine number 30, and WWE SummerSlam 2017 number 1. And that is your Independence.
Sounds out there. Kind of want to pick up that Scooby-Doo one.
That Scooby-Doo one's fucking me up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Is it gonna be as weird as that fucking Yosemite Sam one that I didn't like?
That was good. See, your childhood be so grown was kind of weird.
I don't want to see that. Leave those two things alone. I love Looney Tunes, and I'm okay with Jonah Hex. Just leave them separate.
I mean, I like Scooby-Doo, but they're gonna fucking kill someone off. Why not? I want to see who gets the death.
Hopefully it's Fred, because he's a piece of shit with his neckerchief.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking asshole. He's a douche. Everybody hates fucking Fred.
True.
Everybody likes Stoner Shaggy. Everybody loves Scooby-Doo. If you don't like Scrappy-Doo, you're a heartless cunt.
Fucking put him.
He's baby Scooby. It's fucking awesome.
He's a tough pup. Yeah.
And then there's Daphne, which I don't know. You can take her or leave, but Velma's where it's at. Velma's always been where it's at. Since I was 5 years old, I was like, there's something special about that woman that I want.
You know what though? All these cosplayers that did sexy Velma was like, maybe that's what it is. She's hiding under that orange sweater. And
I don't know. I think they're doing it too sexy. They're doing like too tight of a sweatshirt. You gotta have a little bit of. You gotta have the sweatshirt. Mystery? Yeah, you gotta have the sweatshirt be a little loose so it can hide your titties, things like that. Because that's what drew me, right? Because if you're fucking hiding your titties out and all that shit,
and then you know when she takes out the sweater, she's like, "Damn, girl, got a bod."
Exactly. That's what I liked about fucking Velma from the first place.
That's what you do. You fucking cover up. And then you do yourself some boudoir or lingerie shoots, and you be like, well, damn. And you'll be like jinkies everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. The magic about fucking Velma is she looked frumpy with clothes on, but she had a body going on under it.
You know, she had some.
Yeah, and she was blind. And it was like, get your fucking cute blind ass over here.
Plus, she was a nerd.
Yeah.
Ultra nerd. She was like out there.
She's way smarter than me.
So. Yeah. Well, anyways, cosplayers, thank you for doing what you do. Shit, I'm a fucking fan. He's became a fan.
I've become a fan.
Because he goddamn bringing all this creativeness to real life. Fuck. Yes. But on that note, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.
All right. Later, dudes.